In Korea, they say 안녕하세요. In America, we say 안녕하세요, what's up? So when I was younger, I was put off from getting into any sort of K-dramas or K-pop because I thought they were cringe, which is kind of ironic because I was and still am like a big weeaboo. And then it was more so centered around like romance and boy bands and stuff like that, and I wasn't super into stuff like that. But looking back, I think it is kind of sad. I think when you're a teenager, it is super fun to be a part of fandoms and stuff like that. So I implore you, if you're like 16 years old and you're into K-pop, keep being into it. You know, you can get into so many things that surround that thing, such as like dancing, music production, rapping. You know, maybe don't like fetishize people for their race, but you know, it's better than doing cocaine, I guess. But I definitely have gotten into more Korean entertainment, and I really like Gangnam Style. And from what I've heard, no other K-pop idol group has been able to surpass him. Like, Psy is up here, and then everyone else is like way down here. It's crazy. Basically, I'm the type of person who likes to learn a lot of things, even if I'm not necessarily good at them. And today, I just want to learn Korean from scratch and to showcase the journey of learning something new without necessarily having to go back to school or pay a bunch of money for classes or move to a new country and stuff like that. So I am using YouTube videos that I have saved, and if they do not teach the topic well, I will just switch it to a new video. I just finished writing down and learning the Korean alphabet Hangul, and one thing that I think is really interesting is the way that they do the syllable formation to make the words, how it's more up and down and compared to the other languages that I've mainly studied, such as French and Japanese, not to a super fluent extent, but like in school and whatnot. And then there's like morning, jimin. So now I am moving on to understanding the sentence structure, and pro tip, I took Chinese for 3 years and I barely studied, but I understood how the sentences were formulated, and it just gave me a good idea when I was like assessing the answers on a multiple choice test of which was the correct answer. So when you understand the basic rules of how to formulate the sentence, it makes it a lot easier. So now I'm going to work on pronunciation by learning some introductory phrases and slang.
Now we are ready to learn 7 essential expressions you need to introduce yourself in Korean.
안녕,
명,
안녕,
하, 세,
세,
요.
요,
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
In Korean, it's common to bow slightly like this to show respect. The deep meet you. 반가워요.
빵, 가, 워,
요.
요, 요.
반가워요. Nice to meet you.
이름이 뭐요?
이름이 뭐예요? And
이
what's your name? 이름이
이름이 뭐예요?
저는 say
저는
your name and 이에요.
이에요.
In the case
저는 조세핀 이에요.
어디에서
어디에서 왔어요? 왔어요?
어디에서 왔어요?
어디에서요? 왔어요?
어디에서 왔어요?
어디에서 왔어요?
If you're
미국.
from the United States, you
미국.
can say 저는 미국에서 왔어요. 저는 미국에서 왔어요. 잘 가요.
잘 가요.
잘 가요.
잘 I apologize for my pronunciation in advance. So, 반가워요. 저는 조세핀이에요. 저는 미국 있어 왔어요. 한국 올류 공부하고 있어요. 잘 지나요. Anyways, 영상 봐주셔서 감사합니다. This is just a boring Korean study vlog. Learn Korean. Be good. Have a nice day.